This is Mr. York.
Oh, please, Carol, call me Walter. I hope I'm not too early.
No, not at all. Make yourself at home. Can we get you anything? Glass of water?
No, thanks. I'm fine. Why don't we talk about just what exactly the two of you have been experiencing here?
Most of the time, it's just a feeling of not being alone. But sometimes, when you look, you can see a sort of shadow in the room with you. It's more like a frozen cloud of smoke just hanging there in the air. But sometimes it's like a silhouette, but you can see parts of it move.
But it's not a person silhouette. It's a creature.
And is there any sound associated with this, either when the shadow creature is present or when he isn't?
Well, that's one of the weirdest things about it, is that when you see it, it isn't making a sound at all. So you'd never know it was there. But when we play with the talking board, the Ouija board, there's knocking on the walls and coughs and like a shuffling.
In using a Ouija board?
All my life. Heather, maybe you should tell him now what's been happening to you.
It's only happened a few times, I think. Late at night, always right around 3 a.m. It wakes me up. I can't feel anything on my skin, but the pressure's there. And then I feel it under the covers. It's hot, and it scratches me. It scratches me below my stomach.
It fucks her is what she's trying to say.
And, you say this has only happened a few times?
A dozen, 15 times maybe, that I can remember.
Maybe now would be an appropriate time for you to show me the bite marks. everything all right?
Just me being clumsy and breaking the glass.
Can I interest you in a drink, Mr. York?
No, thank you. How did you come to use the Ouija board, Carol? I can't stress enough what a dangerous activity that can be.
Mr. York, I was a very troubled person in my youth. The circles I used to hang around with were not what you'd consider, well, not what you'd consider, you wouldn't want to consider them at all, probably. Have you ever heard of the Animus Temple Beyond Redemption? The temple where my family, my life for 6 years. When I say my youth was troubled, Mr. York, I am not merely using a cliche. I saw myself last week in the guest room. I stuck a knife in the belly of a man and watched his intestines unfurl like party streamers.
What do you mean when you say you saw yourself?
I was coming out of the bathroom and I heard a noise in the guest room and I went in to take a look and there I was. It was me. I had him cornered.
I saw me here too. I smashed a man's head into jelly with a baseball bat, right here in this living room. And then I turned and looked at myself.
Can I ask you a very personal question?
Oh, I assure you, Mr. York, this is all very personal.
Have you, or to your knowledge, has Heather ever been abused sexually?
There isn't a form of abuse devised that man has not applied to myself and Heather, Mr. York.
What's so funny?
Mr. York wants to know about our past experience with men.
Did you tell him how he knocked it right out of the park?
I think I have enough information for today. I'll be back tomorrow and...
Oh, don't go yet, Mr. York. We haven't yet told you what it told us about you.